There we go. Hey, good morning. We got people in the house. Hey, Cindy, Nell, Barb. Good morning. Good afternoon.
So well behaved.
Hi, Shel.
Hi. My camera is like not responding.
Oh, yeah. So today, we're kicking off the holiday season because, we've all got people we have to send stuff to. And we thought we'd do a few cards. Now, I started thinking about this and I thought, I've got some people I want to send snarky cards to. I've got some that I want to send very personalized cards to. And then I've got, general run of the mill kind of cards. So do you guys do that? Do you guys have a different group of people that you send stuff out to? I mean, there's the card appreciators, there's the ones that you spend a lot of time on a card for. And then there's those that, look at it and say, oh, yeah, it's a card. Hey, there's Vicky. Morning, afternoon, evening. Yes. So I started pulling out a variety of stuff, and I've got die cuts. I was pulling out, because I've got stuff from years of stuff. I started pulling out die cuts. I started pulling out alcohol ink. I started pulling out papers. One thing, if you're just doing some generic cards, that's really handy to have is something like this paper pad that's just, holiday related. So you guys have all seen where you do a card and it's based on a particular pattern or something, so you're just cutting different pieces of paper into swatches. I started doing that with a card here this morning. Let me get some pieces for you. So I took some paper from this pad and was just going to do a simple card with this, and I'll show you how that goes. Hi, Terry. I'm going to set my paper cutter aside. So all I did was I took some different papers, and the nice thing about this particular pack is it's double-sided. So if you're, out in the discount stores like Tuesday Morning and stuff like that, and you want to make quick cards, this is a real good way of doing it. You can pick up a paper pack for a couple bucks and make a lot of cards. Hi, Ingrid. So for this one, I had an old card front that was just sitting in the drawer. It's got a cutout, but I don't need that portion of it because for the pattern that I'm going to do, I wanted to just cover that area up. So I cut this plaid to go over that section. This is just a white cardstock, and I'm covering it with that dark green because there's dark green in the plaid. And I cut another strip off the back of this to go down here at the bottom. So I'll glue that down and I'll get my card started. What are you going to do, Shel?
Well, I thought I would think about ways to make quick cards because some of us have a large amount of people to send cards to.
Yeah.
Like, the list keeps getting longer. Of course, we do. In reality, we do photo cards, and we've already ordered our photo cards. But I was just thinking, well, how could you make stuff really quick? So I thought the best quick way to do something would be to use a gel plate. So I got on my gel plate to use.
Good plan.
And I'm going to just do some layers on there and then pick it up. And then I've also got some stamps out because I've been thinking about stamps. Been dreaming about stamps.
Yeah.
Because of the upcoming class, I know that I need to think about that. So I literally have had dreams about them. Stamps coming to life in my head. So I got stamps out too, and we're going to use some of those along with my gel printing and card making today.
Well, and I've got stamps out because I absolutely love my stamps. And this is a good opportunity to get them out and use them. One of the stamp sets that I pulled is one that I got a couple of years ago from Tailored Expressions, which if you haven't seen their sets of stamps where they have the stamps and dies that go together, these are called their simple strips. And so I had done these probably a couple of years ago, and I just did them in white. And you stamp and die cut all of these little pieces, these little flags that go onto your cards. And so these make quick cards. And I stamped it in gold and red and black and, holiday colors. And then they have these little storage bins that you can put them in. So anytime I want a sentiment to go on a Christmas card, I've got these simple strips, but they've got them all throughout the year and for different things like sympathy. But Tailored Expressions, I think they did this really nicely.
That sounds like something so handy to have, to just be able to just sit down in a session, stamp out all your sentiments, and then cut them with your die cuts, and then you just have them. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Wished I had that. I don't have anything from Tailored Expressions.
Well, I worked their event last month down in Des Moines. They're an Iowa-based company, so I like to support locals, and so most of my Tailored Expressions is stuff that I've earned just by working for them. So yeah, double benefit, right? They're local, and I like their stuff, and I can go to the events and see what's going on. It's a lot of fun. So you see how I just put this. This looks actually like a little ribbon or something down here at the bottom then. And I have a Grinch because, I like the Grinch. And I think he's going to go pretty well on this card. I think I might want to edge that though. So if I just grab a big Sharpie and a piece of paper, let me get a piece of paper, and I'm just going to edge my image. That way I don't have to layer another layer. Quick, easy thing to do, right? See how that worked? Yep. See how I edged that?
Yeah, that's the fake layer. That's what I always called it. I put on a fake layer.
Well, and you don't always have all the card stocks and things in the colors you want. So markers and ink pads and all of that will make your paper the color that you want. So just remember, you don't have to own every color of paper there is out there. I learned that later on in life.
Of course, it's fun to have all of them. But
yeah, it is.
You don't have to. So right now I'm using this little stamp set that's, what's it called? Simple Shapes. Having something like this to use in your mixed media is a great thing. It's just got squares and circles. And I've just done a bunch of squares and circles on there onto my gel plate that has a few layers on it. And I'm going to pick this whole thing up with like a metallic, if I can find one. Metallic gold or something would be really cool. My paint's a little bit in disarray though, so I may not be able to find it. I may not even have metallic gold here. Well, shoot. When all else fails, just use a different color.
That's right. Works for me.
I think I'm going to use some silver. So this is mostly dry now, and remember I started with a red, and then I put some yellow and pink, and then some green. These are all the colors I used. And then now I'm going to try to pick it up with silver and see how it comes out. This is always a fun experiment. It's always an experiment. Because you never know what you're going to get with gel printing, but it also makes making your cards more fun because, you might come up with something really fun. So then I'm going to lay my card front. And by the way, I cut these pieces of cardstock into 5.5 by 4.25. And then I can trim them down to fit on the back because that's an A2 size in the United States. A2 is something different in the UK. So if you are going by those measurements, I'd have to tell you what it was in centimeters, which I don't know. But it's a standard invitation size here.
They're congratulating you, Shel, on your new design.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, more desert designs.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Shel's new stencil, go check it out because it's awesome. We both did videos, so you can see how we've used them.
Yeah, but I got more videos coming.
If I want.
Okay. I probably should have used a darker pickup color. But you get the idea here of what I'm going for. And I will jazz that up with more action once it's dry, of course. What I should have done with this, maybe I'll get some more silver and just, because this one can be something too. It's just a little bit, you know, blah. So maybe I put some silver on it too. Because this silver is kind of translucent. This is the Pebeo Dyna Studio Acrylics.
Uh-huh.
And they are a bit translucent. So I could just put a whole shimmery layer on here and pick up anything else that might be on there. And it'll calm this one down a little bit. And then I can do something with it.
So I'm punching holes in these because these are brads and I don't want the brads going all the way through the card. So I'm putting this through here and then I'll glue this onto the front. And it kind of hides behind.
Yeah, see, that calms that down quite a bit. But it's still in Christmassy colors if you're going for Christmas. So I can then do something over the top of it. So there's two backgrounds to put on cards. And I'm going to set them aside. And then the second half of the show, I will finish up some stuff, you know. So let's try that again. The colors I have out here are kind of bright. Kind of way more bright than I intended. Who knows why that is? Maybe because I like bright colors. See what else I have. Well, don't even know. How about we start out with some darker colors? This one is some sort of blue. That's pretty.
This just adds a little dimension to the card front, but it's still flat enough it goes through the mail really well. So you have to think about that when you're mailing cards. Is it going to go through the mail?
I used to not have to worry about that. And, you know, they didn't like get so fussy about it. And you could mail things that had bows tied onto them and all that pretty stuff. And then nowadays they take one look at your thing and they're like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And they start judging you about it.
Yeah.
And then they want to charge you like extra fees for everything.
Yeah.
Like, why are you being such a jerk?
So
I've been to the post office recently.
You know, this is just a real basic fun card. And I think we all know people that appreciate the Grinch.
That's such a fun stuff.
And it's got a saying inside. What did I do? I've got it stapled down now, but there's a quote from Dr. Seuss on the inside. So that's card number 1.
You completed one. All right.
Well, I kind of started ahead of you. I was playing around. I was playing around with some alcohol inks. This is still wet. That needs to dry down a little bit more. I don't know. Because I did this on acetate, I don't want to put a lot of heat on the back. But I wanted to cover the acetate a little bit because the alcohol wants to move around. I was playing with this one this morning, and so I was doing it as a dimensional card. I need to glue this down here. But kind of like a window shaker, you know, with the acetate and the alcohol. You guys have seen these kind of cards before, right?
It would be fun to do some of those patterned cards, you know,
Oh.
like shakers and things. We've never really done that.
I've got 2 on here. That's why this one's popping up. I was die cutting more than one at a time. Okay, so that one's stuck down. But this is real simple to do, and I'll show you the process for this. All I did was take some acetate, and I have stuff that I got from a garage sale. You can get it at the office supply or wherever. This is some transparency film that I picked up in a garage sale someplace. And it's meant for your printer, you know, so it can take some heat. And it's got, this one has some tooth to it on one side so that you can print on it. And I actually can print these. Like if you wanted to print something on this and then put your alcohol on it, you could do that to make your Christmas cards. That would be fun. So I'm just going to cut a piece of this acetate down. If I can figure out where I put my cutter. Here we go. I like clear cards, things that you can see through, and, you know, windows and such. I'm going to leave this edge on here for now. I'll cut it off later. Just lets me have a place to handle this. And you can use your regular alcohol inks if you want to. I've got these ones that I've already mixed with some alcohol, where I've dropped them into a spray bottle. And I think that's what I'm going to use for this. And I can feel which side has the tooth to it, so that's the side I'm going to put the alcohol onto. And let me think, what colors shall I use? I've got an assortment here. I like the coneflower. I like the forget-me-not. Let's do kind of a brown. No, that's a pink. That's buttercup. Let's do a brown.
Brown?
Yeah.
How dare you?
If I have one in here, I'm going to find it and I'm going to use it because I like it. I like brown and blues together. Just one of my things.
Okay.
And maybe a little bit of, that's just a yellow. What the heck? I thought I had an orangey yellow, but maybe not. Well, I'll pull a few of those out. It doesn't take much because you're only doing a small area, you know. So I'm going to start with, let me see, which one I'm going to start with a sailboat blue. That's a real blue. And I'm just going to spritz that sailboat blue in a few areas. And then I'm going to get some potting soil. Because like I said, I like the blue-brown combo. And I might add another blue to that just because one blue is not enough, is it?
No. Most definitely not.
Okay. So I don't really want to heat this with a heat tool. I'm just going to barely go over it. Oh, and I'm spraying everything on my desk. Oh, good. Like normal.
Let's see what this looks like on a black.
And if you're someplace where you can do it, I would say, take this outdoors and probably spray it with a sealant. Because on the plastic, alcohol does like to travel a little bit.
Wintry. Can I pick up anything there? That corner was kind of blue.
Even some Spectrafix would be good to kind of seal that down. But I'm liking that.
Layers, I think.
This is the one that I was working on before. So when I put this on a card front, I really don't want that alcohol moving around, which is why I like to seal that stuff. This one I actually was gluing a piece onto the back of it to see if that would, it's taken a while for that glue to adhere. And this is another piece I was doing, and another little frame to frame that out with. So that's still wet, and I'm sticking my fingers in it. So let me set that aside. Let me glue this one down. I probably have multiple ones in here too. Feels kind of thick. Sometimes when I can run more than one through at a time, I do. But then you got to remember you were running more than one at a time and pull them apart later. Maybe I didn't. Maybe this is just thick cardstock. All right, so I'm going to glue this onto the front of my acetate. And I like a lot of die cuts. Die cuts are quick and easy cards for the holidays.
Rennie's calling me the goat of gel printing. Ugh, my hands hurt today. I don't know what it is. Barometric pressure, maybe?
Maybe.
I love this piece of paper. Isn't that fun? There we go. We got some interesting background now.
Wonder, oh, look at me. I'm getting stuff all over my cardstock.
Easy to do.
Yeah. I've got some that's kind of a shimmery. That would be pretty. Let's go.
You know, if you're going to do something shimmery, winter holidays is the time to do it.
Right. That's my motto.
Yeah. I mean, if ever there was a time to use shimmery stuff, and you're not usually into it, but, you know, winter holidays, snow, snowflakes, shimmery stuff is everywhere. Grab a piece of paper here and just pull this.
Let me get a card base. Card base is just a half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I've got stuff on my desk, which is probably what's transferring here. Let me get my desk clean. I use hand sanitizer to get all that alcohol stuff up.
That's a cool piece.
Out of the way.
It's like the leftovers, you know. You can kind of see snowflakes in there. It's pretty cool. Just want to make sure that I don't really want the crusty bits when the crusty bits are black. Genuinely, I like crusty bits. So this was just using the acrylic to stamp, using the plate as a, you know, that can be used as a layer. And then you don't waste anything. So what else we got?
Oh, I don't know. What else you got? I'm looking for my cutter. And I set it down.
Oh, here's a hand carved stamp. I carved that one.
Stand up to find anything.
A while ago.
There it
Let's
is.
see what that looks like.
So let's cut this down to, let's do 4 by 5 1/4. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah.
The big mamma jamma.
So that'll go on there.
So it's a Christmas tree. Yeah.
This is some glitter paper from, I think, Sizzix.
Dark green anywhere? Dark green.
But you can make your own glitter paper. Put some, I've done it with, just take some double stick tape and put it on a piece of paper and glitter it. It works fine. Then just rub it in. So let's put this on a card front.
Start with a layer of that. Why not?
And we'll add this one.
Let's try it this way.
I'm just going around the edge. Add that. Okay, so now we need to embellish. And I've got lots of choices for that. I was die cutting a bunch of stuff. I wasn't sure what I was going to use today. Huh, it's got some weird stuff on it. There's some more. Not sure what I want here. This one is one of those impresslets that has it embosses and die cuts at the same time. Have you guys seen these? They're really pretty. Got some trees. I'm going to save these scraps in case I need to cut something out of that. You know, you can always punch a little something out, a star or whatever. I don't know if I like that silver. It's pretty. Or do I keep worrying about this? Let me see what else I've got.
I don't know if that's really making a mark or not.
I've got plain white snowflakes. I think I like that better. Or this one's got some different textural paper. Or I've got this. It can go behind. Oh, I like that. I like that. I think I like that. Okay. Made up my mind finally. It's half the battle, right? Yeah, aren't those fun, Barb?
Oh, I didn't pick much up on that.
They come in a thing kind of like an embossing folder, but they actually have a die inserted in them. And now I hear Sizzix is going to discontinue making them, which really made me sad because I like them a lot. So, you know, if you like them, you better get them while they're hot because they're not going to be out there long. All right, let's glue this down. Doesn't fit the opening perfectly, but nobody will notice when they get the card. They'll just say, oh, how pretty. And that glue will dry clear, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And I will dig in my box of simple strips and make a simple card. And I've got some that have red. I think I'm going to stick with the red and not go to a black. Because I can. And I have let's see. What else do I have? I have I want a dimensional adhesive to bring that up off of there. Which is where? Where did I put that? That's another cool die. here somewhere. Hmm. What did I set on top of it so that I couldn't find it again? Oh well, I've got some other tape here. This will work. Come on. Don't go running away from me. This looks like duck adhesive that you buy in rolls in the hardware store. The foam adhesive.
I used to have a ginormous roll of that.
Yeah, I've got a huge one, but I don't want to dig it out of the drawer. And I had some small, when you go to stuff, a lot of the companies will give you a little sample pack of something. And I had a bunch of sample packs, which is what I like to use when doing stuff like this. Or to throw in your bag if you're doing stuff on the road or, Come on, stay put. There we go. Vicki says, great video yesterday, Shel, on your new stencils. Love you can cut the sheets apart.
Thank you. I went through and cut all my ATC ones apart. And I like them better. Now they're here on the desk. And this is mine, the one that just came out. But I have all the other ones too, ones that I have. I mean, I don't have all of them.
Right.
Other artists' ATC stencils, ATC mashup stencils. And I just put them on these little rings and then I can just grab them. The only reason I put them on the rings is because I need to know what stencil it is for social media sometimes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would just put all these in like a little card box.
Yep.
And it would be less bulky than having them on the rings. But when someone, I make a video and someone's like, and believe me, someone will always be like, what's that? What's that stencil? What stencil did you use? I need to know. Yep. So I keep the stencils together with the little, the numbers and names.
And the thing is, it isn't always right when you make the video either. It might be 2 years later.
Yep. Absolutely. Happens to me all the time. Like, really?
Yeah.
You want me to remember what that was from like 27 years ago? Okay. And pretty often, I don't know, actually. So because I don't just have Stencil Girl stencils. I've got,
right,
every kind that you could possibly imagine. So then I have to go find them in my stat book.
Do you guys use specialty paper? Do you guys have specialty paper? I have stuff from years ago. This is like velvet paper. It's not fabric, it's paper, and it's like velvet.
Oh, I had some way back when, velvet paper.
Right?
I don't think I have any now, though.
Well, I'm trying to use up stuff like this that I've had in my stash forever. So this blue velvet for the holidays to me is just so gorgeous.
Oh, I remember what I used to use that for. The stamp ironing thing.
Yes, yes, you could iron on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I knew I had some, and I knew I used it for something. That
Well, I
was
had
mostly
red, blue, and green, I think.
So this is just a little branch stamp. And despite of you seeing me use this, I am actually a stamp snob. I will admit. I prefer these things slide around. I don't like silicone stamps. I would like to have red rubber, vulcanized red rubber, please.
Yep. The best, red rubber.
Oh. But it's more expensive and more costly to make and blah, blah, blah. And they have all the reasons why they stopped making it.
And they last forever, and they're going to, do the job that you can put the heat to them. You can,
Let's see. I need to get up and get some.
Nothing like a red rubber stamp.
I'm boxed in. Mika. It's trapped.
Okay. Got my blue velvet. I'm surprised Shel isn't breaking out in song by now.
She knows me too well. It could happen at any moment.
And I think this is a piece where I actually cut the die cut out of this piece, but I think it's so beautiful even after I've taken that piece out of it that I want to use it with that blue behind. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trim this out after I get it on here. So even your scrap stuff is beautiful. Use it.
I have other specialty papers that I hardly ever get out, like mulberry paper and handmade papers and papers I even made myself. Never get them out.
Maybe we need to do something on specialty papers. We haven't done anything on that, I think.
No, we haven't. I mean, we hardly ever do any kind of card making. I mean, this might be the first time we've done any card making on here.
For a while, yeah.
I can't remember what we did before, but...
Well, I think if usually around the holidays we do some cards or tags or something. That's got to dry down. And then I'll trim that out. But, when I saw these papers in the stores, it's like, oh, I got to have that. Got to have that. That's so beautiful. I'm going to get my cutter. It works better than my scissors. Okay. Something about that wet glue, it just keeps wanting to move, so I just use my trimmer. It will trim beautifully. There we go. Yeah. So I say that, we're going to get a tag hanging on. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, pull it up. Jeez. So, and you can actually colorize some of these specialties, which I like too. Get a little bit under this tip.
Where's my trash? Oh, there it is.
So like here, I'd taken this piece of specialty cardstock, which is a glitter paper, and I had stamped onto it. So you can do that right onto your glitter papers.
Now I need something else.
I cut that down so it fits a little bit better on the card front. Quick and easy peasy, right? That little piece just wants to pop up. There we go. It gives me any more trouble, I have an idea how to make it behave.
Smack it.
So you can take these as far as you want to. You know, you can add bling. Let's see what I've got here. Bling it out. I could add stars. I could add
Sorry.
something about
I'm be scary. So scary.
pearls I like. Smaller. Whoops. Go over there.
What did I do with that little stupid branch? There it is. Put it away.
Oh no, you put it away. Oops. That's the hazard of having these things. They pop right off the card. They go wherever they want to go. I do like to add a little glue because the adhesive that they come with is not necessarily strong enough to keep it on a card, especially if it's going through the mail. All right, come back here. One more. And we'll call that one done. I need to put something for sentiment or greeting inside unless I'm going to write a note to whoever I'm sending that one to. But yeah, there's card 3. This would have worked too. This is just a die cut that would have shown up quite beautifully on that blue. So let me get this out of the way. Start another one. So let's go back to, let's see, these are the 3 we have so far. We have a couple elegant, one kind of fun one. Let's do.
It's a terrible cutter.
I want to do something with this because it's wet and it's sitting here on my desk and I'm going to make a mess of it. Because I just stuck my finger in it like that. So let me see if I can dry that down just a little bit more.
Here we go.
And I have a card front. And I do need to trim this one down because I left that stuff on there. Yeah, so I'm going to glue this down and then trim it out some more. Just along the edge here.
I'm going to need something serious to glue this.
Hey, Peggy. Yeah,
okay.
I've been getting ready for Thanksgiving more than Christmas, I think, but cards got to go in the mail, right? So I've got that. I've got some more die cut pieces. What do I do with those? Here's one. This one we pulled off the other one. And put that on the front of this. Once I get that glued down, I can trim out, make it look better. What I do is where the fold is, I make sure that this is even over here on the folded edge. And then you can trim, the other edges over here. But isn't that pretty with the alcohol and the, looks like those expensive cards in the stores with the acetate. All right, so get my trimmer. There we go. Got it trimmed out now. And the alcohol is behind, so it's protected, so I'm not making a mess. And we have a card. Okay, so that's our card base. I might need to trim that out just a little bit closer. But now that we've got a card base, we can decide, you know, what is it that's going on here? Do we want something simple like this with the green? Do I want to bling it out with the white snowy stuff? And I like the blinging out. I like the white snowy stuff. I can die cut other pieces to go on here, like these actually the gold is very pretty with that too, because it's got that little bit of gold shine in the background. So any of these would be good options. You can also, it doesn't have to be vertical, it can be horizontal. So I could take the trees across this way horizontally. And I think that's what I'll do. And then add a sentiment up in here. Get these things off my desk. But just, you know, different specialty papers. Here's the same die. This one is kind of a pearlized paper. This one is that glitter type paper. And then this one is a metallic paper. So you can see that you can get lots of different looks using the same die. This is the other paper that I was showing you that I was using is this.
Of course, somebody wants you.
Yeah, well, probably an advertiser.
Probably. There.
There we go. Liking that. And a little glue gush.
Ooh, glue gush, gross.
Yeah. I'm thinking I could just do a green. Merry Christmas on top of that. But I don't know if I want it to bling or not.
Oh my God. This is the worst cutter I have ever seen in my entire life. It's terrible.
We'll just go with that for the sake of the show.
Yeah, just smeared that all over. Let's try that again.
Okie dokie.
I can't cut anything straight because my cutter's shit.
We were watching this chick on, I don't know, some channel, and she was cracking me up because her phrase was "okie dokie artichoke." It's like,
Okie dokie artichoke.
that's so cute, so cute. There. Good enough, right?
Pretty.
So let's see. Where are we? We've got that one. Peace, love, and joy. Wishing you a joyous holiday and Merry Grinchmas. Okay, so let's do. Got these dies. Let's see this one. Oh, yeah, I remember. These guys are mittens.
Mittens.
And they've got the innie and the outie. Like this. This set comes from the Stamps of Life. And I think that, who is that? Stamps of Life. I know who it is because he's been in the business for years. But it was this set. And if you're doing cute little gift cards and things, it's got little tiny mittens, little tiny trees and candy canes and snowflakes and stuff. So, I mean, it would be cute for smaller things too, in addition to card size. So I need to get these back on here before I lose them. I store my stuff usually on magnetic sheets, just so I don't lose stuff.
I don't know what the heck is going on with this pen. It's being very weird.
They're upside down. There we go. Anyway, like I was saying, you don't have to have the perfect color to use these things. You can colorize anything you want. So if I want to do these mittens in a different color, I can take my red ink, put the pen back in my glue before that thing seals up on me, and I can just colorize. So a piece of scratch paper.
Well, anyway.
And I want to leave the bottom white, so I'm just going to take the ink pad and I'm going to flip this over because this has some overspray on it. And I'm just going to use my ink pad and colorize my mitten. And we'll have some cute little red mittens. And I think I'm going to add, just looking up on my shelf, and I saw this holiday knit stencil. And I think our mitten should have some, or maybe I should do I'll do the background in the holiday knit. What kind of paper am I going to put with this? Let me grab my paper pack that we were using earlier. There's a nice green. And got some green plaids. Okay. So if I do, let's try this. Let's try, I'm not so sure about the greens that I have, because these are pretty bright green, and I want something a little more. Let's see what these ones are like. Oh, that's pretty good. That's the leaf green. And that's the fern green. Yeah, let's go with the fern green. And do this. Do a sweater knit. That should be fun.
Hi, Natalie. We're not in Arizona. Yes, Arizona, the time will change because spring forward, fall back, right? But Arizona doesn't change. So that means I have to be here. I think this show will be at 7:30, right? Instead of 8:30 for me. Fall back, right? But you can always just go and set a reminder because all the shows are out there on the YouTubes, on the channel. So you can just go set yourself a reminder on the show that you want to watch. And then it'll count down to the time. But I think, if I'm imagining correctly, for Arizona, the show will be an hour earlier. Although that doesn't make sense. It might actually. That doesn't make sense. So maybe it's going to be, yeah, because we get close, because Arizona doesn't change time, but everyone changes time. We will be actually in Mountain Time next week. Okay, so right now I'm in Pacific Time in Arizona, but it'll be in Mountain Time. So that means the show will be at 9:30. Stupid Arizona. So confusing. So for those of you in Arizona, the show is an hour later, and that's what Natalie was asking. For everyone else, it just stays the same because you're changing time. It's just us crazy people in Arizona who don't change time. Everything changes around us and makes us confused.
And I was confused to start with, so there you go.
Well, you're still going to be 10:30. It's just going to be a different 10:30. But for me,
but we're back to regular time instead of this silly time. We're back to being dark at 4 p.m. Don't like that. Not a fan of winter, guys. Can you tell?
You should move to Arizona.
Yeah.
We don't do winter.
Someplace warm. Someplace warm would be good. Okay, so I think I want that in the red also.
I think I'm just going to leave that. Well, it's kind of boring.
Let me grab it.
It's got an interesting pattern, and then I can just put something on the inside. Or I could put something on like that. But whatever. What else you got? I got this one. No, I'm not going to use you stupid cutter. You suck. I'll just get up and walk over here to one that actually cuts. And I just have to find a card. Something. Blue? How about blue?
Okay, did I lose? I did.
What that blue?
The hazard of die cuts. I have my mitten and the outline. I have my outline and this. I have this. And there it is. White on white. It's hard to see. There we go. There we go. All right.
No, that's off.
So we need a card front.
Ugh.
And I might go ahead and use this green on the card front. Just using up what I have on the desk. Got this extra piece of this plaid.
That's a terrible color. That's terrible. Terrible.
That was on the desk. Might as well use it, right?
That's better.
I think I'd like to bring in some natural tones here.
So cute. So cute.
Not in that pile. Here we go. I think I might have found some. Nope, that's not it either. Looking for something like that. I like that for the envelope. Dig, dig, dig. Dig in the pile of stuff. All right, got some craft card. So let's see what we can put together here.
So if you guys really enjoy making cards, but you don't have a lot of people to send them to, there are groups out there that collect. In fact, I just saw one this morning on my Facebook that collect addresses of people who probably won't get cards, like in nursing homes and stuff, and you can send your cards to them.
And the nursing homes really are grateful. Like I have taken cards over to the home my mother was in and given them to the people there so that they have cards to send to their loved ones because they don't always get out to shop for cards. So it's nice for them to have a selection of cards to pick from to gift.
Because, like, I have this huge box of pre-cut card stuff, and I could spend days and days and days just making cards. In fact, it would be a fun activity to have friends over or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can donate all those. If I had any friends that I could do that with, I would do it.
Well, we've actually done that. We were doing cards for causes. Our Create Exchange, which is a craft co-op here, allowed us to gather in their space and work on cards for different things. So that was good.
And I've just sent them out before too. You know, like a localized address and had them distributed. Done that before. But I need some kind of coloration. I guess because this is what I got, we're going to use it. Let's see, I got some light blue. Light.
Okay. Just starting to stack things up now. What I do with it? Losing pieces again. Oh well.
Dark blue for the coal. Need a little green in that. This is super light color. So I prefer to send happy holidays cards. And some people get really fussy about that because they think it's Christmas and that would take out the Christ from Christmas. But there's other holidays going on at the same time.
Absolutely.
And you shouldn't discount someone else's holiday just because you
No.
happen to celebrate something.
It's the holiday season for a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons. So
yeah. Like right now, Diwali's going on, the Festival of Lights. And so I will stick to my guns on that. I will say happy holidays.
And that's a good thing, you know. I mean, if you're directing something at somebody specific and you know what they're celebrating, by all means help them celebrate.
Yeah.
Barb says talk about Saturday mark making class.
Okay. Yeah, that starts on the 6th, which is coming up this Sunday. Not Saturday, right?
Saturday.
Is it Saturday? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing you told me because I would have showed up on Sunday and wondered. No, I would have looked. I would have looked at my calendar. But yeah, we're going to be doing mark making in mixed media as well as stamping in mixed media. And this week, and you can still sign up for that at pegarobinson.com. You can sign up for the class and come and join us. It's $25. You can pay through PayPal with your credit card or with PayPal. And anyway, we're using stamps and also other mark making tools and all that type of stuff in your mixed media. And Peg is teaching this week. And I'm teaching next week, the following week. So, and then there'll be another one. Then Peg will teach again. So it goes on all through the month, every Saturday at 10:30 Central, which is going to be, by the time I teach, 9:30 for me. What time is it? Basically the same time as this, only on Saturday. So those are cute. Those can be happy holidays cards because they're winter. They could be winter solstice. They could be Diwali. They could be Kwanzaa. They could be Christmas. They could be, whatever holiday anyone
They could be birthday. They could be,
Yeah, anything. Or just, hi, how are you in the winter?
Yeah.
Keeping warm? Is more of a Christmas situation, I think. But this one also could be, actually, this one would be good for Hanukkah because of the colors. So, got a variety of holidays going on here. I still have 3 more pieces. I don't have any more time, but I can make the rest of these 3 into cards. And today I used stamps. You wouldn't have to use stamps. I just happen to be the one who's going to be teaching stamping. So stamping in your mixed media.
Stamps are good.
Stamps are good. Yep. They're good for just card making and they're good for using with other techniques. Like today, right. I combined it with gel printing. So there you go.
Very cool. You guys have any questions today? Anything we can help you out with?
Peg, are you going to have a handout before Saturday?
I will.
Okay, Diane, she will have a handout. I will too, but it will be the next week.
So I think I'm gonna frame this out and add a thing on here, but I'm not gonna get this done in our time that we've allotted for today. So just kind of a cute little holiday, we make a perfect pair greeting for somebody. I've got my this could be for anybody. It's for a joyous holiday. It's snowflakes and things, so it's definitely something you could do. Peace, love, and joy, I think, could go to anybody.
It's her website, pegarobinson.com, Marilyn. pegarobinson.com. You go there and then you see class offerings. When you click on that, then you will get to our mark making and stamping in mixed media class. You click on that and then you can register, pay, register, and then you come and ask to join the group that we have, which is a separate group from Art Joy of Sharing because the live classes membership will be in the group on Facebook. So.
Yeah.
Did that answer everything? Oh, she typed it for you. There you go. Yeah, I guess that could be confused because it could be Robinson instead of Robinson. I mean, there's other things. And my most common thing is to leave the A out.
Well, and we do typically have that stuff in description box. If you're looking for anything from either one of us, we have stuff in the description boxes.
Yep,
So,
down below. There's all kinds of links in the description boxes down below.
right, right. So, thanks for sharing with us today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're getting ready to celebrate the season with your friends and family. Diane's question.
That's the one we just answered.
The
Oh,
one in
no, we
July.
didn't.
Yeah, if you're enrolled in July, you are a premium member and you are fine, Diane.
Yeah, that was a special offer for people to get in the group early with a special price, and the classes will be available all throughout the year for
Yeah,
them, premier members.
yeah.
If
So,
you didn't join then,
if
then
and we do have a few that have joined that have not actually gotten into the group yet. So remember, if you are part of this, you've paid for your class, go get into the group so that you're there Saturday morning when we go live.
yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye bye.